Happy day of the week. It's going to be Wednesday when you see this video. Happy Wednesday, boo. I'm so happy that you have come back to the channel to vibe with me yet another time for a message, a message. And this lighting is really bothering me. The fact that it looks so dark and it is not dark. Like, it is not dark. Okay. Anyway, if you don't know who I am Lani G, the CEO and founder of Loving the Journey with Lani G, and I'm a spiritual mentor and intuitive healer for Black women. I help Black women learn who they are, what they need, and how to align with their life's vision. So if you want to know more about that, if you want to be in tune with a community of thriving, beautiful goddesses that are on a journey towards liberation, baby, you in the right place. Okay, you can sit on down. You're welcome here. Okay. So today, as you see by the title of the video, we are talking about what you give your power away to and what we tend to not really recognize as giving away our power. Because if there's one thing I've learned along this healing journey, this spiritual journey, this journey back to self, is that I harness a lot of power, and I spent a lot of my life giving my power away. And this bothering me that it looks dark, but I promise you can see me, right? Let's see. Not really. I'm gonna let it go. Okay. So one thing that helped me when I started my healing journey, as far as like learning a little bit about what power I hold, was eliminating the word can't from my vocabulary. Because there's nothing I cannot do. There's not anything I cannot do. There's things I choose not to do. There are things that I would rather not do. But saying I can't, it holds such a different vibration, and it has a different connotation for us. And that's something that a lot of us get stuck in when we're talking about making changes that will serve our highest and best good, really like changing our lives. We feel like we cannot do it. We say, well, I can't do that right now. That's not something I can do. Like, no, I can't do that. I can all the can'ts in the world. And what it really is I want us to release these excuses, because it's really more like, I don't want to do that. That's not a priority. Sorry. Yes, got him. That's not a priority for me. Or I'm not in the mood, or I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to get this lighting to, it's not been like this. And it's so, like, the sun is out today for once. Anywho'ser, this is on Zoom, so that's why it's not a camera that I can just like focus. Let me not do that. Is this the YouTube thing where they do where they can like bring the color? I don't know. Anyway, what I want to talk about is how we can empower ourselves to make these life-changing decisions that, can be difficult, that are hard to make, that feel impossible to make. And I want to do this by sharing a story. So how we can empower ourselves is by reflecting on the time that we set out to do something, not knowing how it was going to turn out, right? We had our own plan in mind, and then the universe took over. So I'll tell the story about when I went to college, okay? So I wasn't 19 yet. I was 18 years old, going to college. I had my plan. I was very much straight A student, graduated top of my class. So I was like, I'm going to get done in 4 years, no biggie. Okay, it's already done. And I was very determined. I knew what my major was going in. I had a clear focus of what it is that I was going to do in college. That did not happen. I graduated, of course. Yay, shout out to me. Graduated, I have 2 degrees now. Shout out to me. But it definitely did not go as I originally had planned it. So I started strong, okay? And at the end of my sophomore year, I had spent my entire sophomore year pretty much building up a dance team, being a choreographer, a co-choreographer with my best friend. We created this dance team together. We're doing choreography. We're performing on campus. We're making a name for ourselves in the dance world in Marquette, Michigan. Okay. And I thought, this is time for me to pursue dance as a career, because I love dance. I've been dancing since I was a kid. It's a passion of mine. So I must be out here going to LA dancing. So I dropped out. I dropped out of college, moved back to Chicago, moved in with my sister, told her because I wanted to pursue dance and I'm going to save my money. I'm going to work my ass off, save my money, go move to LA and be a professional dancer. As you can see, that did not happen. Okay. I moved back to Chicago, lived with my sister for, I would say like half a year, maybe. Did not stay there long. Ended up having to move in with one of my friend's mothers in Chicago and probably like 15 minutes away from where my sister lived. And decided I needed to go back to school. Dancing I didn't even have time to dance. I was literally just trying to work my ass off to save money because living in Chicago was expensive as hell. And I was not making a lot of money in my job. I was working as a barista and like making bagels and shit for people at Einstein Bagels Brothers in downtown Chicago. And I hated it, never wanted to be there. Okay. I met some nice people. I remember this lady gave me a nice Christmas mug for Christmas. One of my nice customers, because downtown Chicago, if anybody has ever worked in downtown Chicago, you know that it's hit or miss. You might get some really nice people, or you might get some asshole tourists that don't know how to treat you, or people who have a lot of money because they live downtown and they don't treat people in the service industry like people. Yes. So I realized I needed to go back to school. So I ended up coming back to school, took 3 more years, because mind you, I took a year off. So I had 2 years down, took a year off, then it took me 2.5 years to finish. So in total, I finished in about 6 years. That was not my original plan. That was not the plan of Lani, who was out here graduating top of her class in high school. But throughout the journey, I learned so much about myself. I mean, I graduated doing very well. I ended up being the commencement speaker for my graduation, first Black woman, period, because I'd be the first. I'm a trailblazer. And I learned a lot, basically. And so I had a vision, I had a plan, but ultimately I got taken to different places, ended up doing different things than I planned to, and I became a different version of myself in the process. And so when I'm in these moments of feeling unsure about what's next or about the vision that Spirit has given me for my life, something that I'm feeling called to do, feeling drawn towards, but I don't know how to do it, I remember back then, 18-year-old Lani, who did not care how it was going to get done, knew that she had to do it and did it. And then also when she got there, realized maybe I want to do something else, and then went around the world and came back. And then, very much in Mercury retrograde energy. We are in Mercury retrograde. It's time to revise, reassess, look back, not look back to stay back, look back for reference. So in our lives, we are blessed with visions, right? We are blessed with messages and intuitive nudges from the divine. And it can feel impossible, right? What we have to do is practice taking one step at a time that is serving our highest and best in that moment. And so your call to action on today is to take some time to sit in stillness and ask the divine, what is my next best step so that I can serve in a way that is going to serve myself, my highest and best self, and serve the collective in the highest and best, because we are all working together as a collective to raise the vibration of the earth. We are all working together to heal, and there are many different energies that are at play. And so what you need to be doing is paying attention to what your energy is and where your energy needs to be in various times. And so again, your call to action is to sit in stillness and ask your highest self, ask the divine, ask the universe, what am I being asked to do in this moment? What is my next best step? And listen. The answer may not come to you the first time you sit in stillness, but make it a practice. 3 minutes a day, no matter when. Ideally, top of the morning. Okay, when you rise, as you're emerging from the dream state, or before bed, journaling about it. And taking some intentional time to do this, because we only have one life, right? Of course, if you believe in reincarnation, but you forgot what happened, okay? You are here living this life right now. And it's important for you to understand what it is that you are here to do. We all have a role. And so I honor you in your role. I send you love and affirmation, and I know that you will remember what your role is in due time. And so I invite you to make some time to listen to your spirit today. And so I trust that you will get there, and you will no longer give your power away to excuses. You will no longer give your power away to another person, and you will take your power back. You will remember who you are, and you will honor your journey. All right. And so that's today's video. Drop a like in a comment if this video provided some value to you in your life, and to let YouTube know and other people know that this is valuable content that they need to be hearing, so we can get more Black spiritual divine women that are on the journey of healing and liberation, so we can all come together, we can find each other. So we are all working together as a community to help us find our expanding community. So I thank you for being here with me, for sharing your valuable time and energy with me. And I invite you to come back tomorrow when I post another video that has to do with Black women aligning with their life's vision, learning who they are and what they need, because that's the work we do over here. And so while you're here though, before you go, don't forget that I still have this free resource available, your 2021 reflection workbook, which takes you through my exercises that I found, and I've done my own exercises to help you break down what 2021 was like for you. Again, that energy of looking back to reflect, and then setting intention for 2022 and what you want this year to be for you. It also includes an energy read, on the numerology of this year. What are the basic understandings that we will be experiencing as a collective in this 6th year? And also allowing you some time, some space, the opportunity to write down your desires for this year, holistically, mind, body, and soul, and set your vision, right? When we are really embodying our visionary energy, this is exactly in alignment with what we're talking about today. We're not giving our power away over to the excuses or the challenges that may arise along the journey to our vision. We are focused, and we can remember, this is the vision that I have set for myself for this year, and this is what will come to pass. Because why? Because I said so. Okay, and also have some tips for success for you to manifest your vision. And if you did not know already, if you're not following me on Instagram or you're not on my email list already, you may or may not know that I am running a sale for $50 off my spiritual, amazing, divine, intuitive messages from Spirit for you. So if you're interested in booking a reading, these readings are going to be $27 for the next 9 days. Well, by the time you see this, the next 8 days. And I want you to be able to take advantage of the opportunity, because who knows when I'm gonna do $50 off again. Honey, I don't know if it's gonna be anytime soon, but I want you to be able to take advantage of this. So definitely Cash App me $27. And I don't know how you do it on YouTube, but you can DM me on Instagram your Cash App name so I know who to send the reading to, and get you a beautiful message from the divine for what you need to hear right now, because I love to give these messages. I love to tap in with the divine. It's just such a beautiful process. I am so honored to have these gifts and to know what my gifts are, and to be able to share them with the collective. So those are all the updates I have for you. Again, thank you so much. I love you so much. Viola loves you so much. She appreciates you taking the time to share with us. She's kind of far back. She looks like she's not that far, but she's kind of far. There she goes. All right. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Continue to love the journey. Peace.